from DeVos Fieldhouse, Matt Wainer, James Rogers on this edition of Hope College men's basketball. Here in the Glenn Van Wieren Classic, we just got finished with that 5 p.m. game. Olivet University taken down DePaul, seemingly with a lot of control and command on their way to victory. But tonight here at 7 p.m., Jimmer, we're looking at two teams in Rose-Hulman and Hope College that both really seemingly have a shot to win their conference this year. Hope kind of been quiet so far this year, 4-5 on the season. Struggled a couple of tough road matchups last weekend with Wisconsin Whitewater, Wisconsin Platteville, and losing just by 1 bucket to Anderson earlier in the year. But Rose-Hulman on the other end of things, 6-3, 4-0 in their conference, and a team that they're going to be led by Miles McGowan, a team that is just finding all things going their way here heading into conference play.
Yeah, 6-3 in their first 9. Team coming in from Terre Haute, Indiana. The Fighting Engineers from Rose-Hulman taking on Flying Dutchman. How about that? Flying Dutchman versus Fighting Engineers. We're in for a good one tonight at DeVos. You said it, McGowan leading the team, 13.3 points per game. Got another couple scores in double figures as well, so look out for the triple scoring attack. McGowan, Joey Schmitz, Kobe Stoudemire, all 3 of those guys in double figures on the season for the 6-3 Fighting Engineers.
Rose-Hulman 4-0 in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. That's a lot of schools in Indiana and Ohio. Obviously with the win, 94-91 over Anderson on December 14. Hope College with the early loss to them, 80-78, November 8. And I had a chance to talk to Coach Mitchell. We talked a little bit about Rose-Hulman. We talked about where they've been with this team. And as we look at a team that's 4-5, you know, I've just talked to him a little bit about, it looks like Marcus Werman kind of back to full strength now, able to be healthy. He had a high ankle sprain in that game against Anderson on November 8th. But since then, you know, he took about 7.5 games off. And Brady Miller was the one that came in, freshman from Forest Hill Central, had a lot of experience. And he said, you know, the silver lining for us was Miller got all this experience, and he said he's asked a lot of questions. He's been inquisitive. He had a 24-point game against Ohio Wesleyan, and he's a guy that he said, you know, now we know moving forward he's kind of going to be that building block as we have with Werman for a couple more years, and then it can kind of be Miller's offense.
That's cool that he can see that in Miller so early. The freshman, as you said, just how many games in now are we? 9 games in, and he can see Brady Miller being a cornerstone in this program. It's got to really be a special weekend for Coach Mitchell, as this is the Glenn Van Wieren Classic that we're in for today, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday. Coach Mitchell, he played under Glenn Van Wieren his Hope career, so it's a really cool moment this weekend, honoring the Hope legend, Glenn Van Wieren, who spent 33 years at the helm for the Dutchman.
Van Wieren, he's coached 33 years, like you said. I'm sorry, I was reading about him here in the playbook. Record 17 MIAA championships, appearances in 21 NCAA Division III postseason tournaments, advanced to the Sweet 16 6 times, to the Elite 8 4 times, to the Final Four 3 times, most recently here in 2008. Very successful coach. He's got 4 daughters, 7 grandchildren, still alive, still around. Like I said, my tidbit, you run into him here in town, and he's the one that wants to talk about you. He's the one that wants to know about you. He wants to know, how are you doing? And that's kind of been his difference on all his players, and especially here on Coach Mitchell, who couldn't speak higher of the impact that he's had on him as a coach and as a person.
Yeah, we've already seen some cool moments, Van Wieren, with Olivet head coach Sam Hargraves earlier. Hargraves played at Calvin. He's coaching at Alma for 8 years, but during his playing days at Calvin, went up against Van Wieren several times. So it's cool seeing Glenn out here. Just a Holland. What words do you say about him? Like you said, every run-in you have with him or what you hear about him, it's nothing but good. He's been awesome for the community, and he really made his mark at Hope.
So here now, we're going to send it over to Darren Dysmars. We're just about ready here for the starting lineups as well as the national anthem. So we're going to throw it over to him, and then we'll be back here with first half action here at DeVos Fieldhouse in the Glen Van Wieren Classic.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Hope College's own, Miss Mary Kamara Hagemeyer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mary Kamara Hagemeyer.
We're going to skate to one song only.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for game number 2 of the inaugural Glen Van Wieren Classic. Tonight's featured teams are the Fighting Engineers of Rose-Hulman and your Hope College Flying Dutchman. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First at one forward for Rose-Hulman, a 6'2 freshman from Bargersville, Indiana, number 15, Joey Schmitz. And at one forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'3 senior from Zeeland, number 2, Eli Schoonveld. At one forward for Rose-Hulman, a 6'5 senior from Wagner, Oklahoma, number 33, Simon Breyer. And at one forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'5 sophomore from Shelby, number 24, Parker Hovey. Starting at center for Rose-Hulman, a 6'6 senior from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 42, Miles McGowan. And at center for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'9 senior from Ada, number 33, Gabe Quillen. At one guard for Rose-Hulman, a 5'9 junior from Jeffersonville, Indiana, number 2, Kobe Stoudemire. And at one guard for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'2 junior from Rochester Hills, number 10, Justice Mims. And at the final guard spot for Rose-Hulman, a 6'1 sophomore from Everett, Washington, number 10, Daniel Savovich. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'11 junior from Lansing, number 12, Marcus Warman. Rose-Hulman is coached by Nick Sales. Hope College is coached by Greg Mitchell.
Here at DeVos, you got those starting 5, of course, for Hope. That's been pretty consistent. Of course, Mims in there, and we're happy to see Wieren back now in action and comfortable. I know another player that Coach Mitchell talking about is Wagar is available tonight, but he's been nursing a couple of different things. He's had issues with his wrist, with his back, and but he said he is available if they need him tonight. It would probably be in sparing fashion. McGowan is going to get the tip in the hands of Stoudemire here to lead things off for Rose-Hulman, Fighting Engineers.
Looking forward to Warman's impact for hope. Number 12, just in his 3rd game this season.
Schmitz around, down to McGowan. The big trying to go to work on Quillen, and he does. Just sticks his head down, gets one up and under on Quillen.
Yeah, that's not an easy finish, going against 6'9" right there. Wow, a couple points on the board early for Rose-Hulman.
He said for McGowan, he is a walking double-double. He's 13 and 10 this year, but he is, man, that Hope really moving it around the perimeter really well there. Quillen trying to get things going. Wieren for 3. That one's short, rebound by Schoonveld. McGowan's the guy 67 points away from a 1,000-point career scorer. He's a senior, and he's been really good so far. Hovey with a nice dish. Wieren to Quillen to get that 2 to go. Knot it up.
A patient possession there after the Schoonfeld offensive rebound. Nice finish by Quillen.
Gowan here, top of the key. Stoudemire, Schmitz lets it fly. Look good. That one's off the mark and a rebound brought down by Stoudemire. Here's Savovich from Everett, Washington. You can say this Rose-Hulman team is pretty good on the court, but Jimmer, I mean, they're probably some of the smartest kids in the country as well. Yeah, the Fighting Engineers.
These Engineers from Terre Haute. Wow, that finish there. Savovich, I mean, he's almost 10 points a game. I mentioned the 3 double-figure scores. Watch out for him as well. Number 10, he's 9 points a game on the season.
Wieren with the feed down to Quillen. Quillen going to work on McGowan. Dish out. Wieren thought about it. Dribble drive with room. Too strong. Brought down by McGowan.
Quillen-McGowan matchup. That'll be fun to watch all night.
Yeah, those 2 players. Probably all conference players when it's all said and done. Of course, Rose-Hulman is in that Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference that they lead right now at 4-0 in conference play. And Hope College, of course, in the MIAA. And none of those teams have played in the MIAA matchups yet. Pass by Schoonveld is mishandled there by Quillen.
Yeah, Nick Sales, the head coach for Rose-Hulman, he's got a good thing going here. Just his 3rd season leading the Fighting Engineers. He's had tremendous coaching success in his career, especially at Marietta. A lot of deep tournament runs with that squad.
And I look at this roster, the majority of Division III games, you know, that we're calling, Jimmer, you typically are seeing kind of people from that same state. You know, if it's an Indiana school, they're from Indiana, they're from Ohio, they're from Michigan. If it's a Michigan school, typically from Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Illinois. This Rose-Hulman roster features, it's a school in Indiana with players from all over the country: Oklahoma, Connecticut, Washington, Arizona, New Zealand. I mean, the stretch that Nick Sales is getting for these players is really impressive.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. You know, you can recruit anywhere in the country and then out of the country as well.
Well, and I'm sure a big part of that, for what I know of Rose-Hulman, is recruiting really smart kids, you know, that want to play basketball and want to study engineering. That's good, too, there by Wieren. He's got 2 on the board now, 4-4. Hovey gets away with probably a reach. Nonetheless, here's Savovich. Rose-Hulman going to be a lot of ball screens, a lot of empty ball sets, and McGowan blocked on his way to the rim by Quillen.
Yeah, Quillen leading the squad in blocks with 12 coming into tonight. 13.
That Hovey 3 is off the mark, but there's a putback by Eli Schoonveld to get that one to go.
Nice vision from Wieren to assist Schoonfeld.
Three-point try there. It's going to be nothing but net. Simon Blair.
Yeah, too much space for Blair on that one. He doesn't shoot that three a ton, just 12 attempts coming into tonight, but regardless of how many attempts, that's just too much space for number 33.
Hovey puts the ball down. Nice pass. Schoonveld trying to get it to Quillen. It's going to be off hope, so it will stay. Rose-Hulman, we're going to see what media timeout. It's going to be a media timeout. 7-6 here. We'll stay here for a minute and talk about things. Rose-Hulman with the 7-6 lead. It's been Hope really kind of trying to put a lot of pressure there on the perimeters to force Rose-Hulman into tough positions. And that's something Coach Mitchell talked to me a lot about this morning, was just, hey, we want to put them in situations where we switch really well and we communicate through these things really well so that we're able to kind of put them in a spot where, like, they have to take a bad shot.
Yeah. You want to do that. You want to force teams maybe late in the shot clock to just throw up something nasty and get the board going the other way. Take pride in those defensive possessions that then can really get your offense going as well.
And when you're talking about Gabe Quillen here is getting going to that matchup with McGowan, something Coach Mitchell said is he was like, he's just clearly taking on that he's the #1 option in this team. He said everybody else is embracing that in his leadership. He's 17 a game now. He adds in 9 boards, and he said everybody's embracing that he really is the guy. And he said he's doing a great job of commanding that, leading when he needs to lead vocally, but also by his play. And you can see he just looks really comfortable and confident here in his senior year.
Yeah, he's ready to go, and he's going to keep leading this team. Final season, giving it his all.
Stoudemire here on the left side. It's out to Savovich. Around the corner now. Those high ball screens we talked about. Savovich for 2. Off the mark, rebound by Quillen. Once again, Carlson looks like is fighting around for that ball there. Sam Carlson, the senior. Nice move, Carlson fighting for it. Quillen gets a board. We'll stay here off the hands of Simon Blair.
Sometimes things get a little rushed, and when you're pushing the ball, maybe some forced attempts or rush a pass, so times like that, just slowing down, keeping your composure, setting up something nice. Hope got a little rush there, but hopefully they can get something nice here. Look at that.
Nice pass.
Bingo.
That's Hovey to Decker. Gets that 2 to go. As Decker just catches that with his right hand. His game is really developing. And that's also checking in there is the freshman from Forest Hill Central. That's Brady Miller, number 0. Savovich here on the right wing. Driving with his left, dishes out McGowan. And 1. And the foul on Quillen there, that's his first.
You can kind of tell when you get the defender up in the air. You saw Quillen jump up, and McGowan's still patient, ready to go up into Quillen. You can almost predict that foul with 100% certainty when you see something unfold like that.
McGowan just has a lot of tools in his tool belt, looks like the way he's able to get the ball down on the block and then just be really, really comfortable. Able, if he wants to kick out, if he wants to dish, if he needs to come around a screen, like, he's just so mobile for how big he is.
Yeah, he is.
Nice dish. That's Carlson to Quillen, but he's blocked by Blair. There's Savovich here on the top of the key. Nice drive here by Schmitz for 2. Yeah.
That's strong. That's a confident move to the bucket from Smith.
Miller heading up offense here to Hovey.
Schmitz, I should say. Is it Smith? Schmitz, number 15.
Decker on the key. Carlson. Hovey driving, nice look there.
Well,
Use his body to work there.
Barreling your way into the paint, up to the bucket.
Around the key now. Here's Schmitz for three. Yeah, nothing
Like
but net. He likes it.
You see the take to the rack on that last possession, and then a 3-ball versatility from number 15.
You like the early shot clock look for him if it's when Hope isn't really in defensive positioning, and that's kind of what that looked like. Cross-court pass by Sam Carlson, ill-advised. He's stolen by Stoudemire.
Yeah, you got to get zip on those cross-court passes if you're going to make them.
Stolen there by Quillen. Cross-court pass. Here's Hovey. Ooh, Hovey. Going to work on Blair. Nice move for two.
Nifty.
That's pretty.
Yeah. He's calling for a sub now. I think he landed kind of awkwardly.
He just needs a
finish.
minute.
Yeah.
Needs a minute. Subs coming in now for Hope. First minutes of the game. Looks like that's number 32. That's Simon Niehaus, sophomore from EGR. And then that's also Kyle Blauk, freshman from Boulder, Colorado. It's somebody Coach Mitchell really trusts. He said, you know, Blauk is kind of taking those sparing minutes from Quillen. Say he does an awesome job for what he does defensively. He's somebody who's kind of growing into his own so far this year.
Yeah, and if you can get 5 minutes, 10 minutes off the bench from someone with that energy or give you a defensive boost, those minutes add up and they're so important throughout the season.
Stoudemire gets the ball in. That's Jack Jenigas down there. Schmitz, yep.
Oh,
You got to think if he gets comfortable, he gets confident, he's going to get going.
yeah, he's already got 8. Got to keep an eye on him.
Rose-Hulman will shoot somewhere between 27 and 33 pointers today, I'm guessing.
Oh, easy now.
Some movement down there. See what the foul call is, who that's on. Looks like they're going to get foul called on Cole Pride, the sophomore from Osgood, Indiana, Batesville High School. Looks like that'll be another media timeout. So we're going to take a break here for 30. We'll be right back. Back here at DeVos on DeVette Van Wieren Court. Of course, in honor Russ DeVette and Glenn Van Wieren. And an ode to this Glenn Van Wieren tournament that we're playing in tonight. Obviously here with Rose-Hulman and Hope. Tomorrow, that 1 p.m. game will be Olivet versus Rose-Hulman, and then the 3 p.m. game tomorrow in this tournament will be Hope College and DePaul University. But here we got Sam Carlson shooting free throws here. He's got 2 shots. Gets that one to go. Rose-Hulman scoring 70 points a game, allowing 66. Shoot 40% from the field, 32.7% from 3, and 71% from free throw. Team averaging over 11 turnovers a game, something that I know Coach Sale's going to want them to work on. So it hasn't shown up too much yet so far. We'll see if it becomes a factor. There's Cole Pride down there. Can't get that to go. Carlson gets a rebound. Carlson out to Niehaus. Here's Decker. Thinks about it. Puts the ball on the floor. Driving. Gets it to go.
It's a good take with the left hand. Number 11 with a couple points.
Going the other way, here's Rose-Hulman. Schmitz gets it down to Pride. I'm sorry, that's Janigas for 2, yeah.
He wanted that. He didn't care how many defenders came over there. Shot it over 2 guys, got it to fall.
Dribble handoff to Niehaus. Nice pass down there. That's to Blau. He's blocked on the way up by Cole Pride. Stoudemire now going the other way. To Pride, out to Savage. Savage driving in traffic. Brady Miller fighting for it. And that's Sam Carlson. So it's going to be Hope basketball here. A couple subs come in. Here's Marcus Werman and Gabe Quillen checking into the ball game. It looks like Wagar's going to get some minutes here as well. Blout comes out, Carlson comes out, and Niehaus comes out.
Rose-Hulman, you got to be happy with this start. You're almost halfway through this first half. In Holland, Michigan, at the host place, facing these Dutchmen. Regardless of what the record is, we know the history with Hope. Hope has been a D3 mainstay for so long, and so to have a lead here about halfway through the first half, it's a nice start for the Fighting Engineers.
Nice pass. Wow. Werman. And Quillen brings the house down with that one.
Crowd loves the dunks. Another one from Quillen.
Unfortunately, all the students are on Christmas break.
Yeah. Would love to see the Duke crew erupt with that one.
All the alumni are loving it too. Schmitz again. He's going to keep pulling, that's for sure. It's going to be over the back call on Ben Wagar.
Hope College foul number 44, his first, team's 4th.
Back in now, Stoudemire. It's in the corner there, Jenigas, but Cole Pride is the one that's going to get that rebound to reset things here. Rose-Hulman, Pride, almost, and Wagar gets the board. Werman going to work, fade away. Oh, almost. Hope trails by 2. It's a lot of minutes for McGowan to be on the bench. Savage just kind of not in flow right now for the Rose-Hulman offense. Brady Miller, dribble driving. They're going to get Jenigas on the foul there.
Yeah, Miller making something happen. Yep, getting in the lane there and trying to create something, gets a foul on Rose-Hulman. Curious about his impact, like you're talking about Brady earlier, talking with Coach Mitch, and how he sees Miller as definite cornerstone of this program, freshman from Grand Rapids.
Yeah, you know, he's clearly undersized. He knows he's undersized, but he doesn't play like it. He plays with confidence, plays with moxie. He's able to drive and make his presence known. It's Hovey there, almost with a chance. Just can't get that bucket to fall.
Hovey, he gets crafty around the rim once he gets down there. Don't know what hand, how he's going to finish it, but he finds his way to the hoop. This sophomore couldn't get that one to fall.
Here's Ethan Crabtree's first minutes here. Crabtree, the junior from Coldwater. Savage driving, picks up his dribble. He gets a travel called. So there's a turnover there on Savage.
I feel like sometimes refs make those calls by the sound of the bench.
Right.
He didn't call right away, but whole bench, oh!
Werman,
then you hear the whistle.
Werman struggling to get that one to go. Here's Stoudemire going the other way. It's been stagnant, 19-17 for a couple minutes now. Both teams just, the defensive engagement has been so high as Stoudemire chucks one up there. Gets it to go. They just keep shooting threes. That's what they do.
Making something out of not a whole lot right there. Just had like a standing screen and some commotion. And launched it and got to go.
Here's Mims back in the ball game now. Hoists the three off the mark. McGowan gets the board. McGowan been pretty quiet. And there now is Sam Piontek. McGowan going to work on Quillen. Oh, and he's going to get the and one. Or they might get that one on the floor, I think. Because there's going to be another media timeout. So after that media timeout, we'll get deliberation there on that. It's been a little bit of a stale couple minutes. Let's take a 30-second break. Be right back.
Hey, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Back here at DeVos in the Glen Van Wieren Classic, 22-17. As we look here on your screen, the upcoming games here, obviously tomorrow Olivet and Rose-Hulman at 1 p.m., hoping to paw at 3. Then after that, be able to kind of get who your players of the tournament are. And a lot of these teams playing these non-conference games to continue to get a better feel. Like when I talked to Coach Mitchell, the things you want to see so that you can start to have a better idea of what your team is going to be heading into conference play. So around the horn here for Rose-Hulman. McGowan trying to get that ball screen. Schmitz. Man, Schmitz is an impressive shooter. So comfortable and confident.
Really, that's a smooth stroke from Joey Schmitz, who is at 12 points per game on the season.
Blauk in the ball game now, and here's Hovey going to work on Blair. Dish out to Werman or Crabtree, one of the two. Werman in traffic, gets it to go.
Yeah, needed that. Werman now 4 points on the board. Hope needed that, getting this deficit down to 5.
Nice steal there by Hovey. Oh, and a stolen back here by Schmitz. Whoa. As he tries to get a little too fancy there. As he doesn't get that one to go. Yeah, a couple of bad possessions there. Hovey's going to be fouled there by Blair. Here comes Eli Schoonveld in the ball game now. Werman here, dribble driving. Mims on the pump fake. Settles for 2. That one's the better look for Mims.
That's nice. That move right there, that's practice. That's repetition. Getting that ball on the floor. Rise and fire. Nice look from Mims.
Hope cuts that lead to 3. Right wing, Stoudemire. Top of the key is Schmitz. McGowan right wing being guarded by Blauk. Gowan picks it up, dishes out to Blair. Good defense by Schoonveld, and the rebound now by Hovey.
Yeah, his presence, Schoonfeld's presence, you can feel that as the offensive player there going up. Someone's near, it can really rattle the shot, and just his contest there that threw off Rose-Hulman. And Hope's got it now, down 3.
And Schoonveld, obviously the starter. You know, he's typically on a minutes restriction that he typically has year to year. And this year, this has been the most. I mean, he's playing almost 14 minutes a game. And he's getting more and more comfortable. He plays in these 4-minute stretches for Hope. And he plays as hard as he can, especially, I mean, on the defensive end, he's been absolutely awesome.
Yeah, 5th-year senior. So, you know he's going to give that every ounce of effort, every game in his final season, Dutchman uniform.
Blau going to work there on Blair. He gets that one to go. That's strength by the freshman.
Yeah, you love to see that. The kid from Colorado cutting it to 1.
Looks like they're going to get Wieren on a foul there. It's a little too much on the hands. That's going to be his first. Brady Miller checking in the ball game. Cole Pride checking in the ball game. Dish down to Pride. Pride going to work now. Guarded by Blau. Easy, too.
Yeah, Pride, he's just over 6 points a game. You can see that confidence when he's in the paint on the block. He's ready to go.
Schoonveld now dribble driving. Nice move for 2.
Nice.
That's fancy. Comfortable, confident. The 5th-year senior.
Now, okay, can you get a stop? Can you get this lead? Can Hope get the lead?
Cole Pride, 3-pointer. Off the mark, but Savovich is right there for the board and for the putback too. Get the lead back to 3 points. Looks like we're going to get another under 4 timeout here. It's going to be media timeout. We'll stay right here though. Jimmer, 28-25.
Yep.
Hasn't been the kind of offensive production that we've had, but, you know, as we look at the box here, Joey Schmidt's leading all scorers with 10.
Yeah,
Rose-Hulman shooting 48% from the field, 40% from 3. Hope 52% from the field, and they have not hit a 3-pointer yet. 0 for 3. Not many free throws shot yet. So it hasn't been as physical of a game as we expected. It's pretty even on the rebounding battle. It's really been quite an even game all around, but Rose-Hulman just kind of holding on to that 3-point lead, just coming and going.
Yeah, you can see the shooting percentages. What is it, 52 Hope, and you said 40 for Rose-Hulman, so okay, 48%. But 4 3-pointers to 0 3-pointers. That keeps up. That's going to make it really tough for Hope to come away with the victory. If you're not going to be hitting any threes and your opponent's going to be hitting number 7, number 8, and you're falling behind in that 3-point category, that makes it really difficult to get a win.
I think Rose-Hulman's just going to continue to shoot threes. They're going to, like I said, try to shoot between 27 and 30 tonight. And look for Hope to have Brady Miller get going, Decker to get going, to shoot those threes off ball. Make that effect. Bad pass down there. That's Hovey trying to get it to Blauk, and it's stolen. Schmidt's driving with room. Nice knife and 1. Wow. A foul on Schoonveld.
Joey Schmitz, he's got some hang time there. My goodness, the freshman. How impressive is this? The freshman 6'2" from Bargersville, Indiana.
Center Grove High School, Indiana powerhouse, 6A football team, 5A for basketball. One of the best schools in Indiana when it comes to athletics. And as they get that putback, and those 4 points are massive for them to extend this to a 7-point lead. Just Hope's second unit in there right now. Blauk setting the screen for Hovey. Hovey, time expiring. Just a tough possession there for Hope. And Brady Miller picks it off. Justice Mims, 3-point try, needed it. Schoonveld gets the board. Out to Mims.
Schoonveld has a lot of value in what you just saw there, keeping possessions alive, getting second chance opportunities going for the Dutchman. Here he is.
Schoonveld for 3 off the mark. It's a rebound there. McGowan in transition. Savovich off the mark, and they're going to get Blauk on the clear-out foul.
Schmitz again involved in action, making something happen there, getting a foul on number 40.
Schmitz with 12, and I mean,
look at the foul total too.
Yeah, you got to be nervous here. Schmitz at the free throw line now with 2:30 to play in the first half. A little bit nervous just considering, you know, McGowan really hasn't gotten going. The guy that's been their top scorer, a guy we thought was going to be filling the bucket. I mean, once he gets more and more comfortable, you got to expect that he's going to be the one to see the ball a lot in the second half.
Yeah, Schmitz is taking over the scoring for the Fighting Engineers, now 13 with that free throw hit. McGowan not needing a whole lot offensively right now.
Schmitz gets both to go, extends this lead to 9. Decker trying to see if he can get some three-point life to come for Hope. Mims driving. There's Hovey. Nice, that's strong, and 1. Good move by Parker Hovey.
I think that's the go-to right now with this lineup on the floor. Hovey makes something happen. You've seen how crafty he is around the rim. Now he's going to the line trying to complete a three-point play.
Brady Miller hustling over, talking to Coach Mitchell. Very coachable player. A lot that he wants to learn, a lot he wants to continue to understand about ball. He's just a true bucket getter. Stoudemire now. Heading up offense here, and that's Savage on the left wing. Schmitz, the top around the horn. Gets it down to Cole Pride, guarded by Hovey. Stoudemire settles for a deep 3, but Mims gets the board. There's Brady Miller. Hovey in traffic, time expiring again. Hope just so stagnant offensively right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of perimeter movement, just kind of hand the ball off. Hovey going to the basket on some of these possessions, but yeah, some empty possessions lately for the Dutchman.
With Quillen on the bench, they're just kind of struggling to get going. Is McGowan there for 2? Yeah, he does. I think they're just going to finish out this half with that second unit here. Trying to keep that lead within single digits. Niehaus, right wing.
Yeah, that's really all it is right now for Hope, is some passing around and then Hovey getting something going near the rim. So hopefully the Dutchman get a bucket here, cut it to 5 or 6.
That's Simon Blair checking in now. It's going to be a timeout. We'll take that break. We'll come back here. We got under a minute to play here. Hope College down 8 points here at DeVos.
My name's Emma Duttmers, and I'm a communications major, and then I'm minoring in environmental studies. I play soccer. The first soccer game of my junior year, I tore my ACL. Our athletic trainer, Annie, was there for me right when it happened, and she was there for me literally every step of the way. That was definitely a huge growing opportunity for me, and it was really hard, but it really pushed me to be a leader with more of my voice because I couldn't lead by example on the field. It definitely made me take a step back and realize how much there is to be grateful for.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Back here at DeVos, just under a minute to play here in the first half. Hope College down by 8 points. And with this inbound play, and Jimmer still Hope College 0 for 5 from three-point land. It's going to be hard for them to overcome here.
Yeah, it is.
They're used to scoring 71 a game. Here's Decker. Yeah.
Needed it. Yep.
Needed that one really bad. 1 for 6 now.
And something here.
Let's see what the refs deliberate. I think they said that he did not take the ball out of bounds. So after that deliberation, yeah, it looks like it was McGowan just did not take the ball out of bounds.
That's
He had his
something.
foot in bounds.
Yeah, sequence right there.
A weird gimmick there.
Yeah,
that gives Hope an opportunity now. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Mims driving. He's fouled on the way up. It's going to be on McGowan, which is huge. Late in this first half, he only has 1 foul here. But they might have to play Quillen this whole second half. I mean, he really hardly played in the first half. They're going to need him. Mims can't get that first one to go.
That would be nice if you can keep this lead 5 or under, or keep the deficit for Hope 5 or under, and yeah, hopefully some major minutes from the 6'9" senior Quillen in the second half.
Mims misses the second too. So last possession here, Coach Sales trying to draw something up. Probably trying to draw something up for either Stoudemire or Schmitz or McGowan here. But what do you think, Jimmer, here with 13 seconds to play? What do you think Coach Sales might be drawing up?
I think you find something. You got Schmitz in there. He's been the hot hand, 14 right now. Let's see some ball screen action, maybe a backdoor cut. Just try to get a really good look when you set up something like this. Call a timeout, 13 seconds to play. You're not expecting Hope to foul at all. They're in foul trouble. And yeah, I think this is a case of drawing something up on the whiteboard and having your team execute, try to get this to a 7 or 8 point lead heading into the locker room.
So down 5 here. This is going to be the last possession here of this game. Let's see what he drew up. Stoudemire probing, high ball screen with room. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Hovey. So at the end of the first half here, 36-31, that's the Rose-Hulman lead. And it's Schmitz that leads all scores with 14 for Rose-Hulman. In a game where Jimmer here, Rose-Hulman 50% from the field, 33% from 3. Hope College 48% from the field, just 1 of 6 for 3. Hardly any free throw shot in this game. It's been sort of a rock fight here, 31-36 here in the first half. So let's look as we look ahead to that second half action. Probably get Quillen going a little bit more. Let's see a little bit more offense in this one.
Yeah, so not the most inspired effort, I would say, there from the Dutchman. At the same time, you're down just 5 to a 6-3 squad that's shown a lot of promise so far early in the season. So you take what you get. Yeah, you want to be up at home at the half. Glen Van Wieren Classic. You got 20 minutes of ball game left. A lot can turn around in the second half. And same thing as I was just saying earlier, as you've been talking about Quillen, see more minutes from him, more production from the senior leader in the second half. Like to see what Joey Schmitz can do in the second half for the Fighting Engineers. Really nice first stanza from him, the freshman, with 14, leading Rose-Hulman.
36-31, that's the Rose-Hulman lead. We'll take a short break here, about 12 minutes. We'll be back here for second half action here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
So I woke up feeling kind of like nauseous, just like I had the stomach flu. So I was like, I'm probably just nervous. Like, I played a lot, so I was like, all right, like, you go to school, I'll be fine. We get to the game, I'm still feeling super gross. I played and I didn't play very well and we got smoked. And then I was like, all right, well, at least I'll feel a little bit better. And then the whole rest of the week I went to school and just like felt the same, like super nauseous.
There wasn't like a initial event. He just seemed like he had the flu for a little bit and just kind of felt awful, and so stayed home from school. After about a week, we decided to start asking some doctors, and that led us on a journey of many doctors and natural and traditional medicines.
And then I think, it's just been an incredibly difficult journey to kind of watch somebody you love with everything you have just suffer.
And then I got to a point where I'd go out for warm-ups and I'd have to come off the floor and throw up, and then we'd go into the locker room and I'd go into the bathroom and throw up, and then we'd come back out to play, and every time I came off the floor, I would puke.
So we saw infectious disease people and gastro people and went down different diets and supplements and meds and whatever to try to help him. We did that for probably 7 or 8 months before we decided to take him to Mayo Clinic.
And I remember feeling so discouraged because we couldn't, nobody had an answer. Everywhere I went to was yeah, you seem fine, nothing's really wrong, I don't think anything's wrong with you. And I'm sitting there just well, something's wrong. I can't keep food down, I can't sleep, I can't do anything. And so finally they send us to do this one test. It's called a tilt table test, right? So they strap you down onto a table and they tilt you up to a vertical position. And immediately my heart rate spiked to 180 or 190, and I got super dizzy and felt like I was gonna puke and felt like I was gonna pass out. And so okay, I got done, and we get the results back, and it turns out I have this condition called postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which is basically autoimmune / blood disorder, and I couldn't sleep. So when I say I couldn't sleep, it was maybe an hour a night, maybe 2 on a good night, and then a lot of nights it was 0. So we found out what it is, what can we do? Can I take a pill? Do I take this medicine? And they were there's really nothing we have. We don't have a cure for it.
You want to help, and we couldn't help, and so it's things hey, I feel terrible today, and then you feel like the worst parent in the world making them go to school. Sorry, get out of bed, go to school. And so I think for us as parents, that's one of the things Mayo helped us with, was to be yes, I know that you think you're helping by just letting him lay around. You're not. You need to help him to keep moving forward, help him to keep doing some things. And so I think that's, I think we're grateful.
We had a phone interview with Mayo again for this outpatient program that they have. It's a 2.5 month or 2 month thing in Rochester, Minnesota, for people or for kids that have the same thing I do, where it's meant to help you live, basically, to where you can go to school and where you can do things that you want to do. Packed up and we left for a couple months, and it was hard.
So it was no meds, no doctors, just you have to figure out how to live with this thing and not let it stop your life.
Forward for the Flying Dutchman, the 6'3" junior from Zeeland, number 2, Eli Schoonveld.
Deemer, the tallest player at 6'5". Another blocked by Schoonveld. Oh my goodness, Schoonveld, he's just about everywhere right now.
Leaves it for his point guard, Dykstra. Lob to Schoonveld.
Oh, wow.
Eli Schoonveld
touchdown. Big fella.
Perfectly timed alley-oop from Clayton Dykehouse.
Schoonveld, ultra aggressive there, top of the key. Hope lighting it up from the long line here. Dykehouse forced out wide by Ackerman. Schoonveld, right wing triple. Oh, Eli Schoonveld, if he can add that to his game consistently, he becomes a really, really dangerous player on the offensive end.
Without question, he's the most elite athlete I've ever coached in 35 years. Without question. And I've coached a lot of really great players. But as an athlete, the way he can run and jump is incredible. And then his greatest asset is his will, his stubborn will. He's such a tough kid, and you factor that in with his athleticism, it's remarkable. And so he goes from, so I described that, and then it's like having this, I don't know, most expensive car in the world and it just stays in your garage. You don't really get a chance to drive it. It's unfair.
He does tend to pass out with high intensity activity, and so he can often feel that coming, and so we try to get him off the court then and into a quiet space, so he has kind of that privacy and space to pass out then. And so for me, it's just trying to experience that, with him and be there for him, and just kind of monitor the situation and making sure that he's okay through that.
Coming into college, it's like gradually gotten a little bit better to where I can like play a little bit and function. But it's still there, like I don't feel good ever. And I still can't really sleep, like I get 2 or 3 or 4, max 4 hours of sleep.
And then, of course, then his body will let him know when he can't play. And that, again, that's a crazy thing that most people don't understand. He will get to the point where he's either going to throw up or he's going to pass out. And that's crazy when you think about it. But while all that increases in demand, his performance is, he's had some hallmark moments.
Light the lamp for the grad senior. Schoonveld, whoa! Does his dad?
I was mostly scared of my mom. I had a conversation with her a couple days earlier where it was like, oh hey mom, like I'm going to play in this Gus Macker, and she was like, I don't think you should, like you're gonna get hurt. And I was like, Mom, I'm fine. I'll be fine. I won't get hurt.
He texted me and said, hey, could you look at my knee? He thinks I tore my ACL. And at that point, I was just like I just didn't have words. Like, why for him?
Eli's reaction was like any athlete's. You're just pissed right away, and you're bummed, and what could have been, and my senior year, and all of those disappointing factors. And you give yourself that space to feel those things, and it's okay. And then after a couple days, it's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do this, and this is at least something we can fix. So let's fix your knee, and then you can get back to it.
So he never was like, woe was I, or pity me. He would always go external instead of going internal, and that's something I truly admire about him, because a person in his shoes, it would be so easy to look internal at all the things that are going wrong in your life, but he would always look external and try to help other people like myself.
He's everything to this team, and to see him go down, one of your leaders, one of your main voices, one of your main captain guys, it was devastating for the whole team. And then midway through the fall, I ended up hurting my other knee, and obviously I was upset. Like, I was feeling really good. It was gonna be a good season, and he, as soon as he heard about it, he was right there, like texting me every single day, checking on me. You need anything? If you need anything, hit me up, whatever. He's just been like, check out how my family's been, how's school going, like how's the knee feeling. It's just, he's somebody that you want to be able to talk to all the time.
And he could very easily be salty and sour that I don't get to play and just kind of sit there and observe. And he turned into an assistant coach, a team leader, a captain who's just going to pour into his guys. And then I get to hear the stories from his teammates that truly appreciate it. And he's changed lives within our season. So those are moments that you just realize as a coach why we do what we do.
myself and Eli had a similar vision of what our team could be, but we didn't just think about our potential, we thought about what we had to be doing on an everyday basis to realize that potential. So by him being a captain, it was someone who had a bird's eye view of everything that was happening, which was truly valuable. And he would be motivating guys to get after it in the weight room, which is a critical part of our team's success. So having a captain like Eli next to me and Clay, it was easy to control a team of great players and make them into great men as well and create a great team.
Struggle is hard. We all go through hard stuff, and then there's usually an end to the struggle. And I look at his situation, there really isn't an end to his struggle. He just finds a way, in an unbelievably courageous, stubborn way, to manage it, which I don't think any of us can truly understand.
He's my hero. So I think to watch somebody it's just a grind. It's a grind. And nobody really knows. He's good at faking it. And to see how I think God has shaped his heart to be stubborn and sour sometimes, but then so kind and caring for other people, that he looks out for them, that he sees them. That's courageous. I think that that's a hero. And there's a Bob Goff quote, "Not all heroes wear capes," right, in one of his books. And I think that's what it is. And I think for me, it's what's helped get me through, is to watch him live.
I've learned a lot. I think the biggest one is life is tough, and you're gonna get knocked down, regardless of if you haven't yet, you will, and I can guarantee you that. But you just have to get up. I feel like I get punched in the gut every morning because I'm just I feel terrible, but it's okay, well, just get through the day. You're okay. Get through the day. So I've learned that. I've learned that you need to ask for help. And I'm not somebody who usually wants to ask for help. I'm super reserved, and I don't really like to talk about things. But nobody is too tough to ask for help. And people are good, and people want to help, and you can't do it by yourself. And I've learned that everybody goes through their own stuff.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, 31-36, Hope College down on Rose-Hulman. We got an exciting second half here to get through, Jimmer. Two teams that really have not shot the ball super well in that first half, but I think we're going to see a lot more of Gabe Quillen for Hope in the second half, as well as more of Miles McGowan. Just with 8 in that first half, of course, Joey Schmitz was the one, 14 points. But either way, let's get to this here. 36-31, Rose-Hulman leads.
Yeah, McGowan with 8. As you said, a quiet 8. I mean, he is on pace for right about a season average. Well, more than that. He's averaging 13. So he's well on his way to that. It's just we're expecting, what would you say, a little more production from the big fella, Miles McGowan, with his team up by 5. We'll see how the second half goes.
That's McGowan, top the key. Blair, Stoudemire down to McGowan here, one-on-one. Nice pass to Blair for 2.
Well, that's a nice way to start the second half.
Nice move.
Get up 7 in a blink.
Around the horn, that's Schoonveld getting it down to Quillen. Quillen trying to get going on McGowan. McGowan staying tough. Quillen with moves, yeah. That's what you want to see if you're a Hope fan.
Most definitely. Keep feeding 33. Let them go to work.
It's that McGowan versus Quillen matchup that we wanted to see. Driving, Stoudemire easily. Hope defense getting gutted.
Yeah, Kobe, he played it's like all 20 minutes in that first half. 3 points, get the layup to go early in the second half.
Mims almost stripped there. Gets the ball top the key to Quillen. Leads stuff off. Schoonveld, Quillen, three-point try. Off the mark, too long. Blair fumbled around. There's Hovey for two.
Yeah,
gets the board. That was a nice move there by Hovey, able to get that putback. Here's Stoudemire. In the corner is Savovich. McGowan dribble handoff. Werman fighting through it. Savovich, two-point try. Yes. Very comfortable, very confident. He's got 6.
Yeah, and a whole lot of airspace there. Not too much in front of him as he rises up for that jumper. Gets another 2 to go for the Fighting Engineers.
Coach Mitchell taking a timeout, talk things over. He's talking through things with Justice Mims, it looks like, and Werman, making sure they understand communication as Werman fighting through that screen, making sure they understand who's guarding who. As they're watching things, making sure they understand their responsibilities defensively.
He's letting the team hear it right now. You can see his passion on the screen there. He's really lighting into this squad and trying to light a fire. Down 7 at home, getting this classic holiday tourney going. He wants to see more out of the squad.
And you can tell this is really more so anytime Coach Mitchell wants to get fired up in that way, it's more so going to be about effort-based things than anything else. I mean, that's not communicating through screens. That's not communicating through things defensively. So we'll see if we see a little bit different of a markup here for this team defensively. Maybe that's the timeout they needed. Down 7 here.
Yep, I like the timeout call there, and Coach Mitch definitely, he had a purpose with that one, no doubt.
Let them know things weren't up to standard. Let's see if they get reset. Offensively, here's Werman across the timeline. High ball screen there from Quillen. Hovey, three-pointer. Off the mark. Quillen, yeah, put back. Trust your senior, Jimmer.
Need those efforts. Need those glass attacks off the boards.
This is where Gabe Quillen turns it up a notch. Stoudemire driving. Stout McGowan down. Yeah, Hovey on D.
He's everywhere. He's been the catalyst.
That's kickball there by Schmitz. Will be Hope College basketball. Hope down 5. Hovey engaged, strong, competitive. It's his engine that makes it go.
Yeah, he really has been tonight. Keeping the Dutchman flying. That sophomore from Shelby.
He's got 2 steals tonight. Dish down to Quillen. Quillen on Blair. Mims, three-pointer. Rims in and out. Schoonveld, offensive board. That's his second. Mims setting up offense here. Hovey down to Quillen, being guarded by Blair. One-on-one. That's a mismatch for him.
Go for it.
Quillen and one. Huge for Hope College.
Biding his time, backing down. And just like that, he kind of reads that defense from Blair. Okay, I'm going to turn around, get this up my left, and oh, I got bumped too, so I'm going to the line for
And Jimmer, Blair's not undersized by any stretch. It's just Quillen is so strong and so good with his feet. He just got him in a bad position, and he gets the old-fashioned three-point play. And now only down 2.
Oh, wow.
And they're going to get Miles McGowan on a 5-second call. Great defensive effort there by Mims. As they thought about whether that was a foul on Mims. They thought maybe he pushed over Joey Schmitz. Could have gotten away with something, but looks incidental from my angle. But not sure if that was a foul or not. Either way, that's a turnover on the 5-second call.
Gotta love those. You don't see them often, but it's part of the game. Those 5-second calls, big swings.
Driving, going to work, almost stripped on the backside there by Blair. They switch defensively, and here's Werman. 2-pointer deep, strong. Schoonveld trying to tap it to Quillen. Stoudemire the other way. To Joey Schmitz. They're going to get Quillen.
It's number 3?
Yeah,
No.
that is.
Is it?
That is not a timely foul there by Gabe Quillen, his 3rd. That's where he had to sit out 12 minutes that game. That is not a good foul by Quillen as he's frustrated with himself as he comes off the court. They're going to have to get Blauck back in the game.
Yep, just going to have to keep an eye on the score. Can't push him too long on the bench. This gets to 15 minutes, 14 minutes, see where the score's at. Hopefully the Dutchman can keep it in this range for a little while.
Quillen was just getting going, Jimmer. Just getting going. There's Stoudemire. Short. McGowan getting that board over Blauck. And he's going to get called for the double dribble. And he wants to know why, too. They need a lot from Blauck right now. They're going to miss Quillen's offense. They just got to keep McGowan at bay. With Blauck down there, the freshman. Werman driving. Going to work. A little bit crazy.
Have to limit turnovers, have to limit those.
It's Joey Schmitz now. Pass there, McGowan to Schmitz. Schoonveld on D. Back down to McGowan. Blauck trying to stay tough, stay tall. And that's a turnover on McGowan. Here comes Werman. The other way, driving for 2. Yeah! Needed it.
And he really wanted it.
Tie ball game at 42. Coach Sales got to call a timeout. He's taking a full timeout. And it's 42-42, so we're going to have to take a break, but we'll be right back here for a tie ball game.
Gentex is a tech company supplying electro-optical products to the global automotive, aerospace, and fire protection industries. With focused competencies in design, vision, displays, software, and more, we're always looking for engineering talent. For our direct hire hourly production positions, we run open interviews Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at our 58 East Riley facility in Zeeland. And our facilities, benefits, and culture are everything you'd expect from a world-class employer. Now's the time to join Team Gentex.
Back at DeVos here in the Glen Van Wieren Classic, Jimmer. We got a prize fight that's coming together here with 16 to play, knotted at 42. Full court pressure.
Fiery timeout from Coach Mitchell. Look what's changed. Down, 7 going into that timeout. Here we are, tie ball game.
Feel the momentum shifting even with Quillen on the bench. It's going to be a lot of minutes from Blauck here, the freshman. Got Hovey on the foul there.
The freshman Blauck, he does have high responsibility for this Dutchman squad backing up Quillen. Just got to be ready, coming off the bench at all times, really, especially when big fella, 6'9" captain is in foul trouble.
Schmitz coming off that dribble, rises up. That's one he likes. Blauck fighting for it. They got McGowan over the back.
Yep.
That's a tough one for him. He's got 2 fouls now. Decker checking in now. He's coming in for Justice Mims, the senior. Trying to make sure they got the right subs that came in for Hope. You got to think Werman's starting to feel a little bit of this come on him. with Quillen out there. Decker, nice pass. Oh, Blau can't get it to go. Schmitz the other way. Schmitz with 14. No points yet this half. Marcus coming all the way over to guard Schmitz for 3. In and out. Blau with the rebound.
Nice look in the corner. That beautiful form from Schmitz. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Werman. Oh, and they're going to say it's off Blau's hands.
Hope looking for its lead in the first half. Hope led for all of 37 seconds. That's not a whole lot of time, under a minute with the lead in this ball game. The Dutchman just trying to take command.
Stoudemire driving. Thought he just let go of the ball. I think they're going to have that off of Parker Hovey's hands, so it will stay here with Rose-Hulman. Fighting Engineers. Niehaus subbing in for Blau. And looks like they're going to move Hovey over to guard McGowan.
Yeah.
They're going to put Niehaus on Cole Pride. Stoudemire, three-point try. Rebound brought down by Hovey. We can't emphasize enough these Hovey minutes.
Oh, no. He's got to stay
awesome
on the court. Yeah,
you got to keep him in there because he is just competing for Hope right now. Just Marcus, just half a basketball too deep in that passing lane. He's taking a break on the bench. Brady Miller in the ballgame now. Jack Jenigas checking in now for Rose-Hulman. Niehaus in there. Hovey, Decker, Carlson, and Miller. Nice pass, Hovey to Decker. Beautiful pass.
And now the vision. What more can he give us tonight?
Holy moly.
Jeez.
Parker Hovey takeover game.
And that's a Hope lead. Haven't seen that really at all tonight.
First half. And they're going to get Cole Pride on the offensive.
Tables turning.
You can feel the momentum shift since that timeout at 18:37 in the second half. These last 4 minutes, Hope has found another gear.
A dime like that from Hovey and then taking a charge, offensive foul. Dutchman, they got something going here now.
Can't say enough. I mean, Coach Mitchell, he said, I'm in year 11, Matthew, is what he said to me this morning. He was
11.
like, I can't believe how long I've been here. It feels like just yesterday. But there's so much experience there for him to understand the importance of what that timeout, chewing your team out, means to this team. As they're finding some energy and momentum now. Those are things you learn through your career. And in all his time at Langsburg, winning a state championship there, his time in Lansing, his time at Hope, he's learned so much to be in a position where he understands what his team needs. Miller driving, trying to create a basket to Niehaus. Driving, dish down to Carlson.
Oh.
Carlson to Hovey. Almost a turnover. Hovey
goes.
now. Up and under. Blocked. Blocked by Simon Blair. Stoudemire to Savovich. For 2, yeah, Savovich. Got to be a fan of his game.
He is composed in the lane. When he gets there, gets to his spot.
He stops and starts. He puts that foot in the ground. And he just goes up with it so
athletic.
comfortably.
Yep.
Athletic. He's comfortable. He's in charge. He knows what to do with the ball. Knotted at 44. Hovey, fadeaway. He's getting tired.
I do think you got to consider Quillen.
Already with 13?
Yeah, here he comes to the scores table.
Savovich, 3 points. Savovich with a huge 3-point there. He's got 11.
Personal 5-0 run.
Now, hey, you were right. They go to Quillen here with 13 to play. What do you think? What's going through your mind, Coach?
Feed him. I don't care. Back him
Defensively, if you want to just get them off their big, they're just going to attack him.
Yeah, there's ways to strategize it to get man.
Turnover. Stoudemire out in transition. Decker's there. And get Decker on the foul.
Yeah, we got a barn burner in the works. I mean, Savovich just a personal 5-0 run to get the Engineers back up 3, and a chance to go up 5 here.
You can start to see the construction of a pretty good team here in Rose-Hulman, where you got the 2 matching guards, Schmitz and Savage, similar style games. They want the ball heavy. They can come off the ball. Schmitz is comfortable hitting those threes. Savage comfortable. But they're just such good scoring guards. But then you just use whether it's Cole Pride or McGowan down there, you just feed them down there, dish and kick. Empty ball sets. Just let him dish in the corner. Stoudemire gets to go, and Stoudemire just kind of been this.
He doesn't sit.
Yeah, I mean, he
he
just plays D all game. He's got 6 points. He's just affecting this game time and time again. Brady Miller with strength. He's fouled on the way out by Savovich.
I like that from the youngster freshman, taking it in his own terms, trying to get something going for Hope after 6-0 run here from Rose-Hulman. See if Brady Miller can cut this to 2.
Just demand your will to be known, attack the basket, force them to guard you. Schoonville now checking in for a couple minutes. Miller missed the first. Hope not shooting it well from the free throw line, 3 of 7. Neither is Rose-Hulman. They are 3 of 6.
Yeah,
Brady
that's
Miller
brutal.
missed both.
80% foul shooter, 0 for 2. Well, put those 2 behind you, get a stop, and don't let this lead get to 6 or 7.
Stoudemire driving, dished out. That's Jenigas. 3 points deep. Blair fought for it. But here's Werman. Out, Niehaus driving, puts the ball on the floor. Back to Miller. Miller down to Quillen.
So you go to work
Quillen on
here.
Jenigas. Dish out to Miller. That left wing. High ball screen now. Trying to get it down to Quillen.
Yep.
Up and under. We got the foul on the floor. We got 6 seconds to play here.
It's like a swarm of bees. Once he catches it, they're all over him.
We'll take this opportunity with this media timeout. 48-44. We're going to stay right here. Jimmer, 48-44. Under 12 to play. In these last few minutes, what's been the big thing that's really changed the energy for Hope?
Well, you see it. Missed shots from Rose-Hulman, capitalization from Hope. I think the energy you got from Hovey there, that dime that I wish we could. We'll have that on highlight reels hopefully at the end of the season. That was pretty sick. But Hovey's just been the engine for Hope so far. When you're not getting a whole lot out of Quillen, who had foul trouble first half, and he's back in. As I was saying, Fighting Engineers defense is swarming him every time he touches it. So Hope got the lead there, led for less than a minute in the first half. They just got their first lead second half, and we saw Savovich. My goodness, I mean, that's hard to stop when offensive player is in command and ready to shoot like that. So back to a 4-point deficit. It's well within range. Got a lot of ball game. I really think we got a barn burner in the works going down to the final minutes here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
It's felt at times like a rock fight, felt at times like a prize fight. Don't know what we're going to get in these last 12 minutes. At times, neither of these teams could purchase a bucket, and now it just looks like the momentum is shifting towards Hope. Here's Niehaus. They're going to get Simon Blair on that hold. He's trying to ask why. Looking for clarification.
We're getting into bonus here. Some free throw shooting.
The fouls have favored Hope. McGowan with 2, Blair with 2. Schmitz with 2. So nobody really having to sit big minutes, but like you said, I mean, Stoudemire just plays the whole game. Schmitz darn near has played the whole game.
These free throws have to fall, so that's good to see for Hope.
Savage played 28 minutes. Stoudemire's played 28 minutes.
Yeah.
They haven't come out.
No, whole
Schmitz
game.
played 25. McGowan's played 22. The other end of things, Hovey, just the only one, played 24 minutes in this game. So he's now on the bench getting his breather. Hope leads. No, I'm sorry, not Hope lead. My fault. I got sidetracked. Here, 46-48.
Seems like we're getting some
makeup calls here.
Some makeup, just making it even. Fouls now are what? 7-4.
He called.
That doesn't make any sense.
Coach Mitchell is quite confused by that foul call. See how this unfolds.
He's saying he called a hand check and his hands are out wide, which it's really more a call on the body if he was going to call anything at all. Yep. McGowan using strength. Quillen got away with one. You cannot foul if you're Quillen. You cannot. Not with 11 to play.
That's that strategy. Rose-Hulman keep going to McGowan or get Quillen into these defensive positions where he has to put some sort of effort in, and maybe you get another foul call on him.
Worman out to Miller. Miller trying to make something happen, create. Worman, three-point try. Oh. Yeah! Huge shot.
Splash City there from Worman. Huge, giving the Dutchman the lead.
Here's Schmitz trying to create something. They got him on the travel.
That's
great defensive possession by Schoonveld.
I was going to say, that Schoonveld defense, and he can be everywhere on the court too. His athleticism is off the charts.
We have watched a lot of Hope basketball in our days, Jimmer, and I think Eli Schoonveld is one of the best defensive players I've seen.
Yeah.
He's been
Coach Mitchell,
fantastic.
He said it that he's the most athletic athlete he's had in 35 years of coaching.
Down there's Quillen. Going to work on Jenigas. Up and under. They're going to get Jenigas for the foul. I thought he had hands on the basketball.
Wouldn't want to be a referee right now. No one's happy.
No one's happy. You're right.
With the men in stripes.
Just calling everything here. College regains that lead. Quillen gets that one to go. Is that the quietest 14 you've seen? He's just played like 17 minutes. And he just anytime he just is affecting this game. He's just such a clear #1 option on this court, you know.
Now he's gone, what, 5 minutes without fouling, so still on the 3 fouls. Ooh.
They're going to say it's off of Niehouse's foot, so it's going to stay here. Hovey in for Niehaus now. Stoudemire gets the ball into McGowan. McGowan dribble handoff. Savage, he loves that one, and why not? Because he makes it every time, Jimmer.
Like he plants his feet at the elbow, and he's just ready to chuck it.
I love that. I've done that to you in pickup a time or two. Am I wrong?
But it doesn't fall.
Back here, knotted at 50, under 10 to play. Brady Miller. It's out to Quillen. Up on McGowan. Going to work with his strength with the left. Oh. Can't get it to go.
It's where you learn a lot about teams. Who are the 5 on the floor? Now under 10 minutes. We're knotted up at 50.
Using his body here, Quillen. Jeez. On the block. Really close.
Watch it.
They're going to get Quillen with a foul there.
Yeah, he reached.
He did reach. He got away with it on the over and back, too, that they called a block. It's Quillen with 4 fouls here.
See what the move is.
Are they just going to ride him out?
All the coaches are converging on Hope's side.
They got block. Okay. Block. Coach George yelling at Blount there, saying, come on, man, we need you. We need you right now. Get a stop. Knotted at 50, 9 to play.
Now do you get it down to 5 minutes before you bring Gabe back in? We'll see.
What do you say, Coach?
I'd say 5 minutes. Try to ride 4 minutes here. Keep it.
If you can just keep it within one possession.
Yeah.
Stoudemire. And one. Wow.
Now that's ridiculous.
Holy moly. Off the high glass. Stoudemire.
The last half inch of the glass.
He used every bit of that glass. Man.
Non-stop motor from this guy.
That kid is a bulldog. He will not be stopped. Stoudemire played 31 minutes, just 8 points today. Hovey battles for that rebound.
Wieren, he likes to take it himself sometimes, make something. We'll see who takes charge on this offensive possession for Hope.
Hovey on the ball screen. Dishes out Wieren, three-point try. Just off the mark. And that's Blount fighting for it.
Oh.
Mims gets it just from out of bounds. Almost a Hope turnover. Mims driving. Fade away. Can't get it to go. Schoonveld fights for it. Wieren under control. And he's fouled on the way up. Hope just clawing for the basketball.
He had a head of steam getting that.
This is some old-fashioned Midwestern basketball today. Just clawing for it. Gets it to go. These teams, Rose-Hulman 48% from the field, Hope 45. Rose-Hulman cooled down from three, just 31%. Hope only 18% from three, 2 of 11.
2 of 11. Oh, that's some
I wouldn't mind bringing Decker in to shoot a couple if you have it. I mean, Miller's just been getting stopped every time. He can't get past Stoudemire. McGowan gets away with it.
Yeah, it was a gamble from Blount there, trying to get the steal or hand on the ball. Just gave McGowan more space to operate.
He's in double digits now. He's got 10. Wieren now. Going to work on Stoudemire. Nice pass down to Blount. Stolen by Stoudemire. Savovich. Out to McGowan. McGowan on Blount. Stolen by Schoonveld.
Yeah, watch out here.
Out in transition. Wieren, Mims for 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Started by Schoonveld.
Schoonveld just stripped the ball straight from McGowan with his left. High ball screen from McGowan. Stoudemire, deep 2. McGowan rebound. Blocked by Hovey.
I think they're going to get Blount.
Yeah, they're going to get Blount on that foul. He is fighting down there.
Oh, we got a good one, Matt.
We're going to have to take this timeout. Not at 54. We'll be back here in 30 seconds. Here at DeVos, Matt Wayner, Jimmer, Rogers. Prize fight, rock fight, prize fight, rock fight. Not at 54 now, and these two teams are clawing for a non-conference win in the Glen Van Wieren Classic.
Yeah, it's been a fun holiday basketball game as we got the Classic kicking off today. 2 more games tomorrow, 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. back here at DeVos Fieldhouse. There's some fun tourney action.
And, man, I just got to give a lot of credit. This Rose-Hulman team is fun, man. They're a fun team. I love their guard play. They got 3 guards in Stoudemire, Savovich, and Schmitz. They don't go very deep on the bench.
No.
But whether it's Jenigas or Pride that comes in, I mean, they've got the clear centerpiece in McGowan, who really has just not played that well today, to be honest. And he's still got 10 and he's still affecting the game, but their guard play has just been awesome. McGowan gets it go. They're up 1 now.
Yeah, he's at 11. Like you said, is it his best, man? Probably not, but you're getting bolstered by your guard play, and that's how you got to lead here on the road at Hope.
Werman out to Hovey. You said it, Coach Jimmer. You said 5-minute mark for Quillen. Let's see.
Yeah.
Werman driving down to Niehaus, fights for it. Gets it out to Hovey, corner. Werman driving, up and under for 2.
Oh.
Trying to claw for that basketball. Here's Stoudemire setting up offense. Gowan, right wing, dribble handoff. Stoudemire. Back to McGowan, guarded by Hovey. Ooh, that was pretty.
A scoop
by McGowan, but he didn't get it to go. Here's Mims. Right side. Niehaus, the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Hovey. Hovey to Mims. That's Savovich. Great defense, and he has not come out of the game either.
Take it to him. Oh.
Hovey out. Decker, deep 3. Too much. He just kind of forced that one. Savovich with the left side on Mims. Driving. It's a good look by him.
That falls. Wow.
Hey, that one falls for me, Jimmer.
Not really.
Decker, 3-point try.
Oh, again.
Oh, almost.
Okay.
You know I come around that screen, I hit that 12-footer at the free throw line. That's the one I love.
The elbows, you do.
And then I like to mosey up, hold it in the air.
Hold the foul through.
That's why I like Savovich's game. Jenigas driving, blocked by Mims.
Okay, make the most of this.
Hovey in transition. Niehaus, 3-point try. Yeah!
Oh, my.
He needed it.
Yes, he did.
Simon Niehaus, the sophomore.
Oh. Simon says, let's lead by 2.
McGowan going to work on Hovey. Savovich with room for 2.
That's
rebound.
Good crashing.
By Mims. Fighting. Hope College clawing and fighting their way here. Thought that wasn't over the back call.
I like this slow down, try to get this under 4 minutes. You still don't have Quillen on the floor, but you got the lead. So now let's take some clock. Oh.
Decker, 3. It's short. I don't mind him shooting that. Hope College up 2. I mean, it's what we said. It's if you stay within 1 possession, you can bring in Quillen late, you know?
Yeah. So
Hovey, almost
near
with the steal.
Get on the
Mims
floor.
Fighting for it.
Oh, my.
To Decker. Decker up and under. And he's fouled on the way out by Schmitz.
How about these two? Mims and
a defensive
Hovey.
effort by Mims and Hovey. And we go back, Jimmer, to that 18-minute mark. You go to that 18-minute mark when Coach Mitchell called that timeout. He looks right at Mims, and he said, step it up.
Yeah.
And what did he do? We are at 55, 57. Hope College with all the momentum here at DeVos.
That inspires everybody. Get 2 bodies on the floor like that. Hovey somehow get the pass up to Decker and come back from this timeout. Decker shooting 2 free throws.
It's just been such a physical game, Jim. I mean, you look at, they're letting a lot play, and we're still 10 fouls here for the Fighting Engineers, 7 fouls for Hope. I mean, and it still feels like they're letting so much of this play out.
It does, yeah. At one point I said it there. Don't really want to be a referee in this one, as both sides were barking at the officiating. And hey, it's been a fun one. We got under 4 to play now. Yeah, 10-7 on the foul. Number 10 fouls on Rose-Hulman, 7 on Hope. So execution down the stretch here. We got to really see what these teams got in a tight one. Again, we see who are the 5 on the floor. Quillen is back out for Hope.
Okay, so 3:39 to play. Quillen back in now. That's Quillen, Decker, Hovey, Brady Miller in for Werman, and Mims stays out there. Hovey has just been fighting. Such a competitor. Schoonveld gonna check in defensively here. Decker gets both to go.
Yeah, that's a guy you want on the line. He's over 90%. He's now 23-25 on the season, so number 11 there checking out. But if you get into late game situations and there's some fouling, you want Decker on the floor because he is a 90% free throw shooter.
Schoonveld back in, white on rice on Schmitz out there. Savovich with a step on Miller. Help side, help him, help him. Gets it down to McGowan. McGowan on Quillen.
Oh,
and he's
they called it.
And that's going to be Quillen's 5th. Nope, they're going to get it on Hovey. So, I mean, it looked,
all right.
It looked like Quillen straight up there. Hovey just kind of got him on the backside.
Yeah, okay. Quillen stays alive.
McGowan short on the free throw. McGowan, a 75% free throw shooter. Misses both.
Didn't really look like it there. Coming up short
on both,
yeah.
Hesitant on both. Miller guarded by Stoudemire. Stoudemire and Savovich have not come out yet. Hovey on Blair, beats him to the basket.
Some one-on-one madness right there by 24.
Hope up 6. Savovich driving. Yep, why not?
That's nice. That's just
so
a nice
pretty.
game. Yep.
He's got 15. Hovey guarded by Blair. For that ball screen from Quillen. That's Mims, guarded by Schmitz. Mims, step back, 3.
Oh,
yeah!
no, he didn't.
He gets it to go.
No, he didn't. That pullback. That pullback, holy smokes, that was nice. 7-point lead there now.
McGowan trying to get Quillen for his 5th foul. Stoudemire blocked by Schoonveld.
It's a late whistle. It's a late whistle. It is. DeVos crowd, the Hope faithful, not happy. Well,
he blocked him, but he did not give him room to land. I thought it was a foul, not on the hand. It's because he didn't give him enough room to land. Because he pulled him back from behind.
That's a great point.
I don't think Eli thought that was a foul. Coach Mitch didn't, but it wasn't. It was a body foul.
That's so much of basketball now at all levels is watching the landing. You can see, okay, a lot of hand on the ball there, but how did it finish there as they both came back to the ground?
He just didn't give him enough room to get his feet down. You know, a great defensive play by Schoonveld. Stoudemire gets that one to go. They got a defensive check-in. Stoudemire's taking a seat on the bench for the first time today.
Jeez.
And who is that in the ball game now? That's Sam Piontek coming in defensively.
We talked about back-breaking possessions last game, Olivet versus Paul. This one here, you get this down to 140-something and you score. That could be backbreaking for the Fighting Engineers.
Wieren down. Hovey,
wow.
yes!
Yep.
Get it to your guy. He's got 13. Hope leads by 7 with 1:35.
Oh,
Hovey again!
Take it all the way, why not? Oh, he got fouled.
Mims gets it to go. Hovey just struggling up there.
Oh,
and Sapovich can't be stopped, man. What a game. Hope College leads by 7. And I think they're going to sub out Hovey.
Yeah, he had a weird landing.
Something with his ankle again. Wow.
I tried to get my Hope grad bias out of that when I really thought he got fouled, taking it to the hoop. But hey, who was that? Mims who cleaned it up. Mims got the bucket.
Well, and did you see Coach Mitchell was the one yelling for him to stop, saying we can just pull this out. They're up 7 with 1:30 to play. You can just pull that out and get a possession out of it, you know. Instead, we got 1:13. Hope up 7. Every possession matters here.
I'm just grateful for some of these Savovich buckets, just what I'm witnessing.
He's
one-on-one ball game.
Wonderful. He's got 17 now. McGowan adds 11. Schmitz with 14. All of those first half points for Schmitz.
Yeah.
And they're 5 of 16 from 3. Haven't hit their quota yet. Bad pass by Schoonveld. Turnover.
Here he is.
Savovich, 3-pointer. Felt like that one needed to go. Stoudemire for 3. And it does go.
Downed it. Find Decker.
And Rose-Hulman set up in this full court pressure. 68-64 is the Hope College lead with 52 seconds to go. They got to talk over the full court pressure plan.
Well, here you got to get a screen going for Decker. You got to get him on the line if you can. If you can get the 90% shooter to the free throw line, do that. If it takes a double screen, a triple screen, I think whatever it takes, get this ball into Decker's hands.
Brady Miller checking in as well. Missed 2 free throws earlier. He's an 80% free throw shooter.
Some guys in the huddle in this situation, they'll say, give me the ball no matter what. We'll see. Maybe there is some of that in the Hope huddle. Again, if you're just looking at percentages and how Decker can shoot it, that's where I would go.
You got options, though.
Yeah.
I mean, none of those guys are bad free throw shooters. But, like you said, if you can get it to Decker, you want it in his hands. (68-64) Hope College clinging to a 4-point lead.
And do you foul right away, or do you let this play out a little bit? 52 seconds left. It's a 2-possession game. Okay, they get past half court. You're still swarming them. Maybe not foul right away if you don't get a steal.
Right.
So we'll see.
Savovich has played 39 minutes, 17 points. Schmitz, 36 minutes, 14 points. Stoudemire, 38 minutes, 13 points. Hovey, hounded, gets it to Brady Miller across half court.
And Decker's not even in the ball game, so my whole strategy there, get him on the line. That won't happen. So we'll see what Hope does here. Looks like Rose-Hulman's
going to try and get a stop. Yeah. Feel like they got enough time. And Hope in way better shape with a bucket. Pass down. Hovey to Quillen. Turnover.
Now you got to go. You have to go.
Got to get a stop. Stoudemire here. Blocked by Quillen. Tried to go up and over him. Eli Schoonveld coming back in the ball game. Brady Miller comes out. Get that defensive substitution for Hope.
Yep.
McGowan on. Wow. Mark Marcus just gets that ball, comes off of McGowan's knee.
Oh, my.
Huge turnover, but they got that full court pressure. Here's Miller back in the game. Werman into Miller. Miller pushed immediately by Schmitz.
Big spot for the freshman going to the line.
Have confidence if you're Brady Miller. They got 10 seconds to play. Already a 2-possession game. A couple of free throws make that, forcing them to shoot a 3 here. Brady Miller rims out. Gets a second to go. Hope leads by 5.
Well, 1 for 4 from the line, but gets that last one to fall. It's an important one. Getting Hope up by 5.
10 seconds to play here. No fouls to spare. Stoudemire 3-point tries off the mark.
See, that's where I say that free throw going up 5 is so big. You never know. Quillen could get called for a foul in that. That could go in from Stoudemire, and it's a 4-point play, but there we go.
And Hope College, in this Glenn Van Wieren Classic, they come away with a victory, 69-64.
Dutchmen do it. Got it done.
Over Rose-Hulman. So Rose-Hulman now 6-4 on the season. Hope College will even it out 5-5. Fantastic game here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Once again, reminders as we break down this game here between Jimmer and I tomorrow, 1 p.m. when Olivet and Rose-Hulman will face off, and then Hope College and DePaul will face off at the 3 p.m. game. So we'll be back here tomorrow to talk about that. But for right now, let's break down this game here, Jimmer. And when we look at the stat sheet, like I said, I mean, it was Savovich never came out, 40 minutes, Stoudemire 39 minutes, Schmitz 37. They led scores with 17, 13, 14. And for Hope, it was Quillen with 14 and just 22 minutes of play. Hovey with 13, and he played 34 minutes. And then it was Decker had 11, Werman had 11. Man, they trusted those starters down the stretch, and Hovey was just so tough all game long.
He really was. Lo and behold, Quillen ends as the leading scorer somehow, some way, 14 for the Dutchman. Hovey, though, talk about stuffing stat sheets. You said it, 13 points. How about the 9 rebounds, the 5 assists, and the 4 steals? What a showing from Parker tonight as the Dutchmen get it done for their 5th victory of the season.
So Hope College now 5-5 on the season. Rose-Hulman 6-4. Now obviously they'll have those games tomorrow. 6-4 Rose-Hulman will take on 2-6 Olivet tomorrow at 1 p.m. and then Hope College will play DePaul tomorrow at 3 p.m. So I'll be back here tomorrow. I'll be with Nate Logan here tomorrow on the call for that game for those two. So we'll see you back here for the rest of the Glenn Van Wieren Classic tomorrow about 12:50. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll be right back.